This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, calling all the action for today's event. We are here at Wolf Creek Golf Club. It's located in Mesquite, Nevada. Frank, if I didn't know that it was Mesquite, Nevada, I think we landed on the moon and they built a golf course here. This is just mind-boggling.
Yeah, 100 years ago, you couldn't build a golf course like this here. Obviously, all the equipment needed, but in the end, it's wonderful. It's an absolute playground for anyone that sort of loves to play the game. It is desert golf, obviously because of the terrain, but the green oasis that cuts in between is each hole. It just sort of gives you a totally different experience because you keep having to remind yourself you are smack bang in the middle of the desert.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Good contact, good result. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. All right, Frank, second shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good lie. Just take maybe half a club more than the distance allows. Still got to check the wind. Don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. A little shaky behind the wheel today, Frank.
Shaky. Maybe put both hands on it. Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, 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 rough. Second shot.
Well, Frank, as we know, golf is not played generally on a flat surface, and here we go, uphill.
Yeah, and the uphill lie is going to guarantee you more loft than normal. So you're going to have to counteract that with maybe an extra club.
That is classy.
Yeah, a chance of going in.
Playing his third here at the par 5. These putts keep the round together. One under early in the round. Getting set now over the putt. Good putt, and now one under par. Trying to stay steady, make a par. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Ready to tee off here at the second hole. Quite a view from up here, Frank.
Once again, big elevated tee. It's hard to imagine you have a tee that high up, but that'll shorten that 445 yards. Obviously, it's a dog leg left. You've got to be careful if you hit driver and two straight, because then you can run out. A nice tee shot in the middle there, and then you've got a relatively straight shot into this sort of par 4 green, obviously going a little bit back up the hill. And once again, a little bit like that opening hole, sort of different tiers on that green. Try and make sure that you're on the right one.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. Oh, that's fine.
Frank, Hunter Mahan's built an impressive resume with WGC victories, a playoff win, and appearances at the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, one of those World Golf Championship events in the match play, he beat none other than Rory McIlroy in the final. He's been one of the steadiest players and one of the most efficient players tee to green over the last 5 to 10 years.
Now the second shot here to this par 4 second.
Well, you took some yardage off that tee shot because it's playing downhill, and the second shot you might have to add a little bit on because it's going to play slightly back up the hill. Green has 3 different levels, and it'd be very important you get the ball on the right level. That bunker on the right, if you come out of it a little bit because that second shot's slightly uphill, there could be a little bit of a problem, especially if the flag's all the way in the back.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Frank, what do you think about this approach here at the second hole?
Once again, we're going to go a little bit back up the hill. Really, there's only that one bunker on the right. That shouldn't be in play. Green goes uphill and a little bit to the left. So you really got to try and make sure you work on the right distance there. Get that ball on the right tier where the flag is located.
Blixt with a birdie attempt here. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
It doesn't go in, you got to add another one to the scorecard.
And that's where the golf ball's just staring at you and mocking you and laughing at you.
You know deep down it's smiling too, don't you?
He has a birdie opportunity here. So 2 under early on. Just a couple of feet. Still playing even for the day after the par. Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. All right, Frank, describe the third hole.
Well, it's a par 3 with a bit of a tabletop green, Rich. Some bunkers right and left of that, but also it's going to play a little bit further. This tee shot is uphill, unlike the opening 2 holes. So a 3 here, and it certainly won't hurt the scorecard.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Headed for the bunker? Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. In the green side bunker, Frank, little bit of a problem. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, just seemed to baby it.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Frank, way offline all day long.
Yeah, this is a head scratcher, really. Seen him play before. Normally much better than this. This is abnormal, that's for sure.
Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. He'll need to be strong with this. Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Settles in over the putt. Continues to putt beautifully. This to drop one shot, Blixt for bogey. To 1 over par early on in this round. Not a gimme, but well within his range. This for double bogey. So with that, the score is now at even par. .383-yard fourth hole. Certainly not long, Frank, but there's plenty of trouble out there.
Yeah, this is very much a positional hole. This is not sort of tee it up with a driver and just rip it down there. Just find the fairway. You're going to have virtually just a short wedge, 9-iron really at the most into this green. And really, this is a good chance for a birdie. So 2 good shots, and you shouldn't be too far away.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed. Yeah, it was a little over-ambitious. This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. After that tee shot, this now from 140 yards. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Well, that just brings a smile to your face, puts a little pep in the step when you make them from downtown. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Jonas Blixt for birdie. Back to par for the round. Now to the par 5 fifth hole. Cut it over the ridge here, Frank?
Well, if you can, if you dare. And there is actually a stream here. I know we're in the middle of a desert, but if you can clear that stream, that's the main thing. This is a crazy-looking tee shot because it looks like you want to go down that left, down that canyon area, but if you don't know the exact distance you fly the ball, then you're going to be in lots and lots of problems. Those collection of 3 bunkers down the right side, as long as you can avoid that, then that second shot to this par 5, that's not overly long, it's just under 500 yards, is certainly reachable. Second shot will play uphill to a elevated green with, once again, 3 different levels.
So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Frank, what's it going to take here on this approach at the par 5?
Well, some people might actually try and bounce it in between those 2 bunkers and run the ball up on the green, but personally, I'd try and actually take a hybrid or something with a little bit more loft and try and fly the ball. Take those 2 bunkers out of play.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. How did that stay out, Frank?
Did everything but go in.
Trying to charge up the leaderboard, Hunter Mahan now for eagle.
Oh, another one goes in. Even par, apparently.
Has the putt, and now at -1. Did the job right there. Frank, here at the 6th, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee?
Got to be careful here for the longer hitters, Rich. Driver actually might be too much. That stream that we just saw at the par 5 fifth hole, it also comes across here. So something that lands short of that, which is in the vicinity of 280, 290 yards. That's the key. From there, well, you're not going to have too much more in, sort of 140, 150 yards in. It is a dogleg right, but find that fairway there. Second shot play just a fraction uphill. And this green, well, it's got more humps than hollows in it. It's to be expected, though. This course is absolutely crazy. Common thread here, rough, rough, rough.
Long way again. Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
A second shot. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Did the smart thing there, Frank. Took his medicine, back out onto the fairway. Lays the face open. He'll try to pop this one out. locked in on the read and the speed. What a sensational putt that was, Frank.
Unbelievable. Pace, line, everything to perfection.
There's a birdie try now for Hunter Mahan.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Oh, hello there. Really nice putt. Just a couple of feet. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and it's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and it's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder.
Frank, looks like he came over just a little bit.
Yeah, that one wasn't pretty, but it's still going to get away with it.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Frank, way offline all day long.
Yeah, this is a head scratcher, really. I've seen him play before. Normally much better than this. This is abnormal, that's for sure. And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long.
We often say, Rich, you should always try and make it. I've got to disagree with that. Lag putting, it's just about taking the strain off the next one. There's always other holes to be played.
From that distance, you settle for 2 putts. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Man,
I just pushed it.
boy, that hurts. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Good stroke right there. That's a par and stays at 1 under. He has this putt for birdie. Good putt and a good move now to 4 under. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, I really like this hole, the par 3/8 here at Wolf Creek.
It measures just under 250 yards. Really what you want to know is the yardage just to the front edge of the green. Anything obviously that carries sort of 5 or 6 paces on there, then at least you've got a relatively big green to hit at. But you can see the trouble that surrounds short and left of this green, as well as just over the back.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, we've seen guys like Phil Mickelson hit it off the cart path. How tough is this shot?
Well, for a high-level professional, actually, it just looks harder than what it is. They'd rather here than the rough any day.
Inside 20 feet, never bad.
18 feet to be exact.
Second shot now for Jonas Blixt. Footer. Oh, he looked like Ben Crenshaw right there. That was smooth and easy, right in the heart. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
It's at sneaky distance.
Trying to limit the damage here. This putt is for bogey. Well, he has that for bogey, and I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the third hole seems to have really shaken his confidence. Frank, we hear the sports psychologists say, forget about the bad shot, put it behind you. But you know, it just isn't that easy sometimes. You make the double bogey as he did on a previous hole, you're steaming mad. It's hard to let it go.
Well, it's like a lot of things in life, too. You've got to choose whether you want to be your own friend or your own foe. And, you know, right now you can see that he's fighting himself, and that's the biggest difference. You've got to realize your best friend out there is you.
Confidence right now clearly is shaken. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
About 80 yards left, Frank. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him. It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Excellent roll to 3 under par. This will be a birdie if it drops. That puts them at 4 under for the round. Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. Start of the back 9 here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Rich Lerner for EA Sports with my partner Frank Nobilo. Frank, tell us about the 10th.
It looks intimidating off the back of this tee, Rich, and that's because the desert ridge on that right side, it sort of blocks your view and you don't see the right side of this fairway. Once you realize there's a lot more room to the right, then that tee shot becomes a little bit easier. Now also the angle of this green, you're going to see it sort of turn to the right there. So you've really got to be careful on where the flag is positioned on this green. If they put the flag back right, then obviously that's the hardest this hole's going to play. Flag sort of left of center, then this still could very much be a birdie hole.
Headed for the bunker? Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Oh, no, this one needs a break. This one looks like it's headed out of bounds. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom, though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
Out of the sand and back on the fairway.
Yeah, good shot. Just really utilized that little bit between the ears. Realized he couldn't reach the green and instead opted for fairway.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. On the green in regulation. Frank, uphill shot. What did you like to do on a play like this?
The biggest thing really is to try and work on your balance. You've got to make sure you get through the shot and normally take an extra club.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Locked in on the read and the speed. Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful putt. Hunter Mahan for par. Workmanlike hole, he walks away with a par. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you. And remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here, and this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at, or even at least experience. That's an absolute beauty. See that bit where they mow? That's fairway. Try and get it in there.
He's going to have to find something, Frank, other than the rough.
Yeah, there's hitting it right and there's hitting it left, but when you've got to go out of both barrels, the game becomes hard. Second shot.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. Oh, yeah, he's going to love that one, Frank. Sensational effort.
Oh, just eat that up.
Drops it, and he's at even par. So just a formality here. Well, too bad. He gives one back. Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. I mean, you look out at the desert mountains, and then you add in some water, which we have here on the left, and you can go for some big numbers here if you're not careful.
Well, this is where the Wolf and the Creek can take a bite out of you. You hit it left off the tee, then you're certainly going to start to rack up a number. There's enough fairway down the right, but once again, if you hit a good drive, and this hole is reachable for you, then you've got to worry about the water, which is to the right of this green. 5 wouldn't be the worst score you could make around here, that's for sure. I've seen 6s and 7s. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. That was a pretty nasty lie out of the rough. He did the right thing there, Frank. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Well, it's obvious he is in complete command of his golf ball right now. Blixt now ready for his third shot. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
That was cruel. That looked like it was certainly going in.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Blixt for birdie. Good putt, and now 1 under par. These putts keep the round together. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Trying to grind out a par here, needs it. Has his par. Thirteenth hole here at Wolf Creek, and Frank, anyone can say, oh, I'm going to take this one over the trees. But very few can stand up and say, I'm flying this baby clear over the mountains.
Yeah, if you take the direct route, obviously it's going to be much shorter than the 350 yards that it's measured as a dogleg right. So the direct line, well, I don't want to tell you the exact yardage because it might give you too much of a clue, but it might be worth taking. It's going to be a blind tee shot, though, and you're not quite sure on the outcome.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. That one is going to end up in the rough. That's a bit offline in the rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. You know how to play this shot, Frank, right? You keep your chin up, you look down your nose at the ball, you have to pick it cleanly and keep your head still. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Birdie chance now for Hunter Mahan. Putting a good round together now at 4 under. Just a couple of feet. -2 for the day. Now to the 14th hole, and Frank, this is probably the best par 4 here at Wolf Creek.
It's certainly the hole that they take the most photographs on, Rich, and you can see why. Great vantage point of the whole golf course. The hole's just sort of littered with bunkers down the left side, so you know where not to go once again. Go to the right side of that. Hole just keeps sort of hooking around that left side. It plays under 450 yards. It's fun. Just sort of draw it a little off the tee, draw it a little into the green, and you'll be fine.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
I mean, that is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Just a bit left of the hole location.
Should still be okay.
I have this at about 125 yards. Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Oh, I thought he had that. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's kissing your mother-in-law.
And getting ready for the putt. Knocked that down for par, remains at 4 under. One of the game's rising stars, Jonas Blixt, originally from Sweden, has this for par. Clean this up with a tap. Now at 1 under for the round. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. That's a solid par putt. Now to the short par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. What is this, Frank? Just a wedge or a 9-iron?
That's all, Rich, but it's very tempting to get greedy here. And, well, you pay the price, obviously, if you miss the green on the left down in those bunkers because they're a good 6-7 feet below the level of the green. But with a wedge or a 9-iron, who doesn't go aiming at the flag?
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. "18 feet from the bottom of the cup." Just has the feel today. Now 2 to the good side. And now he has this for the birdie. Good round going at 6 under. Now to the 16th hole as we get set for the finishing stretch. And Frank, what's the best way to play this relatively short par 4?
Somehow you've got to straighten the hole up in your mind's eye, Rich. Just look all the way across that canyon and look like the hole was built straight, because really that's the way it should be played. If you start looking left and turning it into a dog leg, then all of a sudden bad things can happen. So look straight at the green. That's your line. Just try and bisect those 2 fairway bunkers.
He's going to have to find something, Frank, other than the rough.
Yeah, there's hitting it right and there's hitting it left, but when you've got to go out of both barrels, the game becomes hard.
He just blasted that one down the fairway, out there about 325 yards.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it.
Sometimes you get breaks, and he got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked doomed for that.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
"80 yards to the flagstick, Frank." Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favorite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favorite hitter in a baseball game. You know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot, drive through to putt. Oh, this is a huge putt. It's in.
Settles in over the putt. Never a doubt, looking to make a statement today. Good work right there, now to 6 under. Frank, this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a two-shotter. You find the bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that third shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that second shot on.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Come on, that's not even human. That's ridiculous. That is 350 plus yards.
Common thread here, rough, rough, rough.
Wrong way again. That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Hazard.
Maybe wet. That ball is lost in the water. So the previous shot into the drink. This now the fourth shot.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Right in the heart of the fairway. Green light special. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Frank, we've seen guys like Phil Mickelson hit it off the cart path. How tough is this shot?
Well, for a high-level professional, actually, it just looks harder than what it is. They'd rather here than the rough any day.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Might be. Could be. Oh, what a putt from long distance, bottom of the barrel.
No snap, right?
Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Putt for par. Needs one. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble, really, Rich. Even though this hole's just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 240, 250 yard mark, and of course you do the maths, you're only going to have 60 or 70 yards in, and well, they want you to finish on a good note. So good drive in the fairway here, or 3-wood, pitch it on the green, make a 3, and buy your friends a drink in the clubhouse.
Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he swings, he doesn't have the water wings on.
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Frank, not easy to keep your eye on the target when you've just splashed down.
Yeah, but on the flip side too, one bad shot doesn't have to lead to 2.
So this will be the third shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water. Unfortunately, that ball is wet. So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the third shot. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Right, that's amazing. That's a master class in short game. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Jonas Blixt, the Swede, is one of the game's better putters. Let's see what he does with this one. That is a solid par putt. Locked in on the read and the speed. Well into red figures at 9 under for the round. Frank, that was just a dazzling display of golf today.
It's amazing how a game at times that can be so hard and just absolutely drive you crazy can appear to be so simple. This